I want to talk to you a little bit about preventing emotional damage. I've lived long enough to say some things I wish I could get back. I have counseled marriages and ministries and people and businesses who have given themselves to an emotional reaction that hurt and injured and traumatized others. And once that happens, as someone said, it's like emptying a feather pillow off of the Empire State Building, and you can't quite get all the feathers back. And this is not hard. What I'm saying to you is really valuable, I believe, if you can hear it and receive it in the spirit it's given. Our son Bernard, who is 60 years in the Lord, and he was taking a class, and they introduced him to these 3 points, and he in turn introduced me to these 3 points. And so what I'm saying is not original, but it's so helpful for us to be able to say that the preventing emotional damage requires human responsibility. I want to start with an illustration. And this man, quite jealous man, marries this beautiful girl, and they go to the bar for a drink on their wedding night, and they're getting ready to go on their honeymoon, and she goes up to the bar and to get a drink, and her and the bartender start talking, and she's patting him, and finally the bartender hugs her on their wedding night. And the husband is sitting in the booth, and he's dealing with 3 things, and I want you to see them in context, because this is not a lecture, this is a lifesaver. And he is full of envy, and then he's full of rage, and then he's going to take action. Now what? First, his thoughts. His thoughts are his captivity. That's what's driving him. The thoughts are driving him because he sees his wife, his new wife, acting up with the bartender. And then what? Thoughts. Then the second one is emotions. All of the emotions now are starting to churn inside of him. And when the emotions start to churn, the third part is action. Now what? My thoughts are out of control. My emotions motivate me, and my actions embarrass me. He jumps out of the booth, runs up to the bar, punches the bartender in the mouth. Police come, take him away because of the fight. And his new wife said, "Oh, why did you do that? That is my brother that I haven't seen for 10 years. And I just found him, and I was going to bring him over and introduce you to him. This is a brother. My brother and I were separated 10 years. I haven't seen him for 10 years. By a strange set of events, we found each other tonight, and I was thrilled. I felt it was my wedding gift." Now her husband is in prison, in jail, not prison. Now watch. His thoughts, uncontrolled, his emotions start to stir in him. He never asked what was happening. He didn't inquire. He didn't talk to her or the bartender. He is putting all false interpretations on what's happening. Then he takes action. Does anyone see in this road rage? Can you see in it marital fights that are when you say a thing to your wife or a thing to your husband that you can never get back? And so she is devastated. The brother, her brother, can't understand what in the world happened. And now the emotional damage, both to her, to him, and to the bartender, almost irreparable, start their marriage with some kind of deep emotional pain. Now, I'm asking you, this is called spirituality before religion. I promise you, religion will not help you if you do not understand how to recognize illegal thoughts, suspicion, accusation, distance, kinds of stuff that's going on in me. Now, once I hear these thoughts going, then my emotions start, and my emotions are driving something, and then my actions. And I have done it, you have done it, and so now I'm asking, would you remember thoughts, emotions, actions? Come in that sequence. Next time you're in a crisis or a situation you don't understand, think it through. Guard your thoughts, deal with your emotions, and govern your actions.